Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. If you are here today, oh, here we go. Uh, let's try that again. Eh, hold on. Okay. Hello, hello, everybody. If you are here watching right now live from Twitch, welcome in. Thank you for coming. And if you are watching the edited version on YouTube, thank you. I hope you can make it in person to the stream someday. Now, today I will be teaching you how to make a 3D printable coin, which, hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. This is what I was forgetting. No, that's wrong. So I'll be teaching you how to make a 3D printable coin. For example, I'll be teaching you how to take a picture like that and make it into a physical coin like, hold on, like this. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be specifically the coins from Pokemon TCG Pocket. It can be anything that you want. However, I'm going to go step by step through the process of how I actually took this screenshot from Pokemon TCG Pocket and turned it into a physical coin that you can 3D print. This is geared towards beginners because I will be going step by step, really basic. However, I will be going into excruciating detail on everything that I did. So even if you are an advanced user of CAD and are familiar with 3D printing like this, you might learn something. So a little bit of background, I play Pokemon TCG Pocket, the app, and in that game you can get little digital coins, and I collect the physical versions of the coins that they release in real life, so I thought it would be cool to make physical versions of the coins that you can only find in the game. Now, if you want to follow along, you're going to need 5 different programs. A video, no, an image editing software. I'm using GIMP. A software that can convert images to SVGs, PNGs and JPEGs to SVGs. I'm going to be using Inkscape. A computer automated drafting, a CAD software, I will be using Fusion. And there we go. And, a slicing software, I am going to be using Bamboo Studio because I have an X1 Carbon. And a color picker. I'm going to be using Power Toys. I'm going to be using Microsoft Power Toys color picker, but you can use whatever one you want. To show it to you there, it's Windows Shift C is the shortcut, and then I can bring up a color picker. But whatever. So, first things first. If you are adapting it from a picture, you don't have to. You, of course, can make your own design, in which case you can skip later to the video when I start drafting it. But you're going to want to open up whatever the screenshot is in. Why is this? This is really big. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. So I've got my Darkrai coin opened up here, and now I want a square that is zoomed in on the circular design that I want to adapt to the coin. So I don't need any of this blue crap. So I'm going to go up here to the color picker, and I'm going to go to fuzzy select, and I'm just going to kind of select around. Oh, that's like perfect. So I'm going to select around there, and I'm going to right click over here and make sure there's an alpha channel. That makes it so you can erase completely. If there's no alpha channel, it'll erase to white, but I want to be able to erase to clear like this. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then what we can do is we can select the Darkrai coin, and we want to keep this. We don't want to erase that. So we can go select, invert. Actually, you know what? No. Don't even bother with that. We can go image, fit canvas to selection. Boom. And so what that's going to do is it's going to crop it down to this perfect thing around here. Now, if we want to make our life a little easier, we can take a look at this blue part, select by color, and if we go down, 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 we want to get rid of all of that. We can hold shift to add to our selection. We want to get rid of all of this stuff, this crud on the outside. Okay, Control Z that. I don't actually want to do that. So there's like this little. We want to get rid of all of the junk on the outside. So there we go. Now we can erase that. Oh, it's brighter up here too. We just want to try to clean this up as much as possible. Now, one piece of advice I have for you is you want to know what your workflow is, and you want to know how you can make it as easy for yourself going forward as possible. Like right now, as we'll see in the future, this is going to be really, oh my God. Whoops. Oh, hi, Uki. Welcome in. This is actually not Pokeballs. It's Pokemon coins this time. But yeah, what we're doing is we're turning this picture into a printable Pokeball or Pokemon coin. Like this. I did make a video about Pokemon coins. So yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, if you pro tip, if you take the eraser and you hit Control, or is it Alt? If you hit Alt, it becomes a negative eraser, so it unerases whatever you erased. Yeah, it's from the Pokemon TCG Pocket. Let's do select all again. This select invert image fit canvas to selection. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of shiny. You can see on this coin, I did a nice smooth finish, and it's also sparkly. So it's gonna look sparkly. So hopefully I have the right colors for it to do it justice. I don't have a turquoise; they were sold up. Yeah, if you look at like the most recent shorts, it's it's interesting. So now that we've got this, we can save it. Yeah, I do a lot of 3D printing stuff. So, feel free to check out my videos and crud. All right, so is it choking? Okay, yes, it is choking. So we'll head on over to 3D printer, adapt from existing to upload Darkrai coin, and we'll save this as darkrai.xcf. So we'll save this for later. I'm not gonna lie, in past times I get lazy and I don't even save the GIMP file, but we'll export it as Darkrai PNG. We'll name it Darkrai PNG just so you remember. So we're gonna export that. So this is going to be Okay, there's another pop-up. That's annoying. So this is going to be right here. This is going to be the base for our coin. Now, what we're going to turn this in, what we're going to do later is we're going to turn it into an SVG. So an SVG, as opposed to a PNG, is made up of lines. PNGs and JPEGs are made up of pixels, right? So if you zoom in all the way, you can see the individual pixels. We don't want that. We want one that defines this as lines. So we want this to be, oh, this is a circle. This is a curvy line like this. So we're going to use a program that will turn it into an SVG. Now, how it does that is it takes a look at an image, and it takes all the darkest colors and it turns them to black, and all the lightest colors and it turns them to white. So it's a completely black and white image, and in between the boundaries of those black and white, it draws lines. So what we want to do, like I was saying earlier, is we want to make this as easy for that program to recognize what we want black and what we want white. Now, for Pokemon coins, most of the colors are separated by black, right? This white and this gray is separated by a black border. Even the whites of his eyes and the blue of his eye are separated by this black border. Now, there's one exception in right here and right here. It's not quite separated like that, but that's fine. We're going to handle that later. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of the black with the select by color tool, and we're going to go in thick here, and we really want to make sure that it selects all of the black. Let's try that again. We want to make sure that it selects a decent amount of the black. See, we might think, okay, I actually want a little bit more. That's good. Oh, that's a little bit too much, I think. A little bit too much. Here we go. A little bit too much. And I think that's pretty good. Halfway between halfway between the color. Halfway between the black and the color of the boundary. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to go select, or we're going to color all this black. We're going to go to our pencil tool, and we're going to color all of this in black. We're not going to see much difference because it's already black, right? Oh, shoot. Good thing I caught this. This got picked up as well. We do not want that. Oh my god. So let's just do until there. I guess that's how we're going to have to do it. All right. So we're going to color all of this black. And then we're going to switch to white, and we're going to select invert the canvas. And then we're going to color all of this in white. Oh, frick, I forgot a step. We don't want to color in the outside. We want the outside to be black. There we go. And now when we select by color, it'll select all the black stuff. So then we can select invert, which is everything else, and then we can make this all white. So now we have a completely black and white image. There's some stuff here we might want to clean up. We do not want that to be like this. Let's turn the size way down. Way down. Way down. Clean that up. Now, if you are a little bit more attentive to details, you can do a lot more cleaning and stuff up on these models, but I don't really care. Oh. I'm going to do this, a little bit of that. See, this is that the blue stuff that I was trying to erase earlier on the outside. That's what's left over. Boom. I think this was I think this was part of the actual model. It wasn't black, but again, we're going to like do some cleanup later, so it's not too big of a deal. So we're going to export this. We're going to export it as a PNG, and we'll call it contrast. And we'll export it. Boom. So then we're going to minimize that, and we're going to head on over to Inkscape. Now, Inkscape, we're going to throw the high contrast one in there. We're going to use the actual regular PNG later. We're going to go to File, what was it? Document Properties, and it's going to bring the pop-up up on the different screen for some reason. And we're going to hit this button here, Resize the Content. Boom. And then we can X out of that. Now, we're going to head over to Trace Bitmap. Zoom in. You can hit Control and scroll to zoom in. And this is what it's going to look like. The threshold, we can turn it up or down. But since everything is already all black or all white, there is no option to turn it up and down, actually. So what this would do, if this was, well, here, let me show you. So if this was this, the threshold would turn, all right, let me turn off the underlying image. What the threshold, hello? Paint is no, wait. So what the threshold does is it basically says, okay, this is black and this is white, right? And it turns the darkest colors black and the lighter colors white. And it asks, okay, what threshold do you want to be dark and what threshold do you want to be light? So you can see that that is kind of like we could do it like this and we might be good, but if we try to play around with it, then it starts eating up the darkest parts over here, and that's not what we want. So we're going to take that out, and then click on that, and you can see it's already done. So what you do is apply. So what hitting apply does is it makes a path out of this, and that's the SVG. We can go over to the Layers and Objects tab up here, and we can turn the image off. That's the image behind here. So we turn the PNG off. Now all that's left is the SVG. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to File, Export, and we're going to go down here and export it as not a PNG, but a plain SVG. Right. And we're going to pick our path here. Document. Adapted from existing to upload Darkrai. And all of these coins, by the way, are downloadable. We'll call it Darkrai SVG. And we'll go. Now, we'll turn it down like that. We don't need this. We need Fusion 360. So I'm going to head on over to my coins. Got all my other coins. Now, I did a little bit of cheating. Before this, I already have a blank thing with the back on it, as I'll show you. We're going to copy this. And we'll rename it to Darkrai. We'll open up Darkrai. So like I said, I did a little bit of cheating. Make this document editable. And I already have this made up, and it's already got the back on it. But if you want to put the back on it, you can just do the exact steps that I'm about to show you for the front, for the back. So not too much trouble. But to start out, what you're going to do is create a sketch, pick like the bottom or whatever, and then you're going to hit C for circle, and then you're going to enter in the diameter. So Pokemon coins, their regular original size, are 30 millimeters in diameter. So that's what I do. And then you hit finish sketch, and then E for extrude. And then E for extrude, and then Pokemon coins are 2 millimeters thick. So then that's essentially what I've done there. So that's what I've done, and then I've put the Pokemon back symbol on the back. So we can just exit out of that, Don't save there. So that's what I've got here. I've just done on the back what I'm about to do on the front. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Canvas, insert from my computer, and then we're going to find that coin canvas, the Darkrai PNG. Now this is why we made it a perfect circle. And we're going to select the face we want to put it on. Oh, it's not visible. Turn on canvases. Here we go. Now, because we cut it down to this size, it fits perfectly. We don't have to do any sort of readjusting or manipulating. It's going to fit perfectly on the coin, and that's exactly how we want it. So we hit OK. And so now that image is pasted on to the coin. So this is going to serve as a guide. Now, originally what I tried to do, I actually did this with the original Pokeball design right here. Because it's so simple, it's just circles and lines. All I did was I put it on the canvas and then I made a sketch where I just drew lines. Like if you go up here to sketch and you click on this face, you can do like fit point spline, and then you can like click here and like that and just make lines and go around and draw everything yourself. And it might be a little bit more accurate than if you do it the automated way. But I don't want to do all that. That's a lot of work. So instead, I'm teaching you how to do it. What I see is the faster way. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to insert another SVG. Insert from my computer, Darkrai SVG, boom. Now, once we select that plane, there's something wonky about my X, Y, and Z and how things are oriented. So I have to hit both of the flips to get it to swap. Now, I guess what I should have done was make the circle, the original circle for the coin, not in the center, but from this line, like draw two lines here and make it so that, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the original circle I did, which made my life miserable, I guess, in this part of it at least, is I did one in the center because that's the easiest thing. Now, I think what I should have done was make two lines like this, and then did create a two tangent circle. Click this, and then enter in, oh, radius, okay, 15. And then specify the radius so that when I inserted an SVG, like this Darkrai one, oh, heck. What the heck? All right, let's try this again. Like I said, on the other model, the axes were all weird. Okay. Create two tangent circle. Boom, boom. 15 radius. Okay. So yeah, when I insert the SVG, it's inserted perfectly like this, and then I can just expand it out until it exactly lines up with that coin, which is much easier. And to be honest, for the future, I might just maybe I could do that right now on screen just to show you guys on stream. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, they got placed there. Let's edit the original sketch. Instead of it being in the center, let's put her up here. Now, one thing you can do is I don't actually want to use these lines for any, design or anything, so I can hit X while I'm clicked on them, and that will turn them into construction lines. So before, you can see this, it separates this circle out into this area, and this area, but because I made them into construction lines, they no longer do that. So I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to create two tangent circle. Boom, boom. Do that. Finish sketch, and it's going to go, it's going to yell at me probably. And then we're going to go we got to change this. Oh, that's good. And we're going to delete that. Yes, I want to delete it. And we're going to turn that canvas on. Boom. See, you can see it's perfectly aligned. We're going to insert SVG from my computer. And we're going to grab the back SVG. Or stick it on there. Yay! Except it's not going to want to cooperate. Can I flip along axis? Well, that's a pain. So basically, this is what I was trying to avoid in the past, was to try to avoid these whole shenanigans of moving around. Minus 30 is exactly what we want, though. Want to move it over 30. Because, yeah, using these sliders, it's like, uh, needless to say, it's a pain. Just try to get it all right. So I ended up doing something like this, where I'm like, 0.01. Did that work? That's pretty close. 0.001. And this is why I want to know a better way to put the SVGs on there, is because I do this like god dang fiddling around with it until it's good enough, at least to my knowledge. And you go, okay. And then I can take this extrude, edit the feature, and we want to carve in the we want to carve in all of the light stuff. And you can see this one, I didn't do everything properly. So you can see there's like there's like boundaries here. You can see where there's like multiple boundaries. You know what? You know what? We're going to do this the right way. I'm doing this on stream. This is my advanced apology to YouTube. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the bottom one on screen. This is my advanced apology to YouTube. I'm going to do the bottom one on screen, the bottom part on stream as well. So let's open GIMP. And let's toss. We'll go into 3D printer stuff, adapted from existing, uploaded, Pokecoin Series 1, the back. And we'll do that. Boom. Yeah. We're going to go select our image, fit canvas to selection, select, invert. Now we want to be a little bit careful because the light parts are the ones that in the real coins are indented. So the black part is actually the stuff that sticks out. Yeah. So we just need to be careful about that. So I'm going to color in the outside as white. And I'm going to select all the colors here. Most importantly, we want the letters to be as accurate as possible. And then we're going to color those in white as well. Yay! So now we've got the back as well. And we want to save that as well. And we're going to open this up in GIMP or in Inkscape. We're going to throw the contrasty one in there. Okay. What the heck? File, document properties, resize the document. All right. Trace bitmap, apply, layers and objects, turn off the images, leave only this path right here. Look at that. Isn't that clean? And we're going to go File, Export as SVG. Make sure, not to the dark red coin though. Documents, 3D printer, adapted from existing, to upload. No, uploaded the back. Back SVG. Boom. And there we go. So now that we've done that, and it's exported. Oh, we already did that. Now, if we go back in here, We can get rid of that baloney. We just delete that. You go edit feature, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to select our cropped one. Huh? Okay, I guess we're just going to delete that. Delete, and then we're going to insert a new one. There we go. Much better. You know what? You know what? Here's what we're going to do, actually. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start from scratch because I want Z to be up. There's one thing. Let's start the whole Fusion 360 process over. So if you go into your preferences, I highly recommend in Fusion to have your default modeling orientation as Z up. Because then everything that you will model as up in Fusion will end up as up in your slicing software. For whatever reason, Fusion starts with Y up, and so everything you need to reorient in your slicing software. So this will save you a bunch of headache. So we're going to make that read only. We don't need it anymore. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a completely new project, and we're going to go to, we're going to put it in the Poke coins, and it's going to be called the back. We're just going to make a blank back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check something first. If I insert SVG, okay, it does go on the bottom right. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do create sketch. We're going to select here, and we're going to do this in the bottom right. All right. But we don't want it. Normally, I would do it in the center like this, but there's a little bit of quirk of how SVGs are imported into Fusion that I'm going to do this to save us some headache. So we're going to make a couple lines to the right and down with the L key. We're going to go to create, circle, two tangents. We're going to select our two tangents here. And then we're going to hit 15 for our radius. Then we're going to finish that sketch. And then we're going to hit E for extrude. We're going to do this. We're going to extrude it out. And it's going to be 2 millimeters. 2. And that's going to be our coin. So we want it orientated top and front, bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert a canvas from our computer. And it's going to be the back. Now, for the YouTube folks, I apologize. I made this after the fact using the same method that I made the front for the Darkrai coin, so don't worry about that. You just need to do the exact same steps twice for the front and the back if you want a back. So I'm going to click this right here, and because we made it an exact 30 millimeter square, we don't need to resize it all. We can just hit OK, cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert an SVG from our computer, like the back. That's what I was afraid of. What the heck? See, I wanna flip it about this axis. But that's frustrating. Here's what we're gonna do. So yeah, the flip it buttons just flip it in place. They don't swap mirror over an axis, which is frustrating. So we're going to move it down 30. And we got to line it up perfectly. So here's the thing. I always just kind of like push it ever so slightly. 1.01. Oh, it's too big. So I got like 0.9. That's way too small. 0.93. 0.95. 6, 7, 8, 9. 0.991. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just kind of move it up. 7. Ooh, that looks promising. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we're going to hit OK. Hold up, folks. There we go. So now that this is as lined up as we can get it, we're going to hit Finish Sketch. Now these light parts on the bottom are what we want to extrude into. So I'm going to hit E for extrude. And I'm going to select all of these inner parts here. Make sure you get all of the insides of the O's and the P's. And this and that and the other thing. So now that we've got everything, we're going to go minus 0.4 because that's the distance that Pokemon coins have their design cut into them. And we hit OK. And we see that sketch automatically turned off. Sketch. Yeah, okay. We see the sketch automatically turned off. And there we go. Now we have the back to a Pokemon coin design. All right, and then now what we can do is flip over the top. And we'll do the same thing, but with the Darkrai canvas. We put it on here. Boom, it's pasted on. Make sure the orientation is correct, right? With Darkrai, should be facing the same direction up as the Pokemon coin symbol. And then hopefully we got our orientations correct. Darkrai SPG, and hopefully it'll pop up on here. No! What? Why is it? Ugh! This is what's so frustrating about this. I specifically put it down here so that I could line it up perfectly, but it doesn't want to do that. So let's cancel that sketch. Let's do move copy. We're going to move this body 30 millimeters. Oh. Negative 30 millimeters up. Or to the side. 30 millimeters up. Yeah, we're going to do that. Boom. What the heck? And our canvases don't follow. What the? Hello, Extra Extreme. Welcome in. All right, get up and stretch, everybody. A stretch break has been redeemed. Okay. Let's rise up. Rise up. Oh. Gonna be a nightmare editing all this crap. Not the getting up a stretch part. The messing with the SVGs. Hold up. Okay. Get some space. If you are watching the stream, you are legally mandated to get up and stretch. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we just got up, so deep breath. Another one. Put our hands up, rotate around, down. Put our hands up, rotate around, down. Hands up, down. We're going to stretch out our spine. Left, right, left, right. Hands all the way up. Deep breath. And while breathing out, go down and touch your toes. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up slowly. Stretch out your back on the way up. Get those abs stretched. And then we're going to bring it around town. Bring it around town. Shake out those hips. Take your right hand, grab your left arm, and lean over. Stretch out your side. Then we're going to go the opposite way. And then we're going to tense up our neck and relax. Roll out your shoulders. Roll out your shoulders. Take one more deep breath. And sit down. Okay. Back to our normal programming. Where there it is. So now that we've got this in here, and we've got our raise this up a bit. Now, one thing we can do is when we insert our SVG, the Darkrai one, it's supposed to pop up over here. We want it to pop up over here. I have no idea why it's backwards like this. If anyone has any insights as to why this happens, I don't know. Like, it should be flipped, completely mirrored, and then it would be perfect. But we're just going to have to move it. $30mm down. 30mm like that. And then it should be good for us to adjust it up to the proper dimensions. Did I just nail it? Did I just absolutely nail it like that? It's a little bit off. That's pretty good. If we do a little bit bigger, that's worse. Oh my god. A little bit smaller. Split the difference. I pretty much nailed it, yeah. So you might want to play around with it a bit, but you want to get it exactly lined up as possible to this one, to the image. So now we have a pretty good rendition of exactly where all of the Darkrai stuff is. Hold on. Okay, good. I want to check something real quick. Just make sure that this went all the way out to the side, the extrude did. Okay, so now, it's pretty good, but it's not perfect. There's a few things that we still need to do in order to clean this up. Now, you can see right here, the outside doesn't match up exactly with the outside of the coin. So this circle right here, like if we create a center diameter circle, and we make one in the center of this, oh, what the heck? If we make another 2 tangent circle right here, and we go, 15, boom. That should be the exact diameter of this, right? You know what? Let's not do that. So if we turn off the canvas and we hit P for project and we click on the circle, it's going to project the true outer area of that circle here. I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this circle? Because this is the true outside of the. Delete that. That's the true outside of the coin. So now you can see there's kind of a space in between the coin and there's a little bit of an error, a little bit of a space in between the edge of the Darkrai coin and the edge of our coin, the actual coin. And you can see it kind of bleeds here. So there's going to be this awkward edge around here where it's black. And if we pull up the canvas, we can see this gray color should extend all the way to the edge of the coin. But it doesn't, just because of the little errors that were introduced during our adaptation of the original image. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these fit point splines, and we're going to click here and just kind of continue the natural curve out. We'll hit the check at the end so that it separates this part out with that part. And we're just going to go and we're going to continue all of these out to the very edge. And like I said, the purpose is to section off this part so that when we make this black, it doesn't bleed all the way down here. So we're going to need to do that for every single thing. Now, of course, what's this? What's this? We might want to reference the original image if we're ever a bit unsure with the stuff on the end. Yep. If you look at the screenshot, it does seem like there's a little bit of black over here. So if we want to be a perfectionist, we can include that. And I will. I want to make this as accurate as possible. So this is actually part of the design. So I'm going to section it off. So it ends about, yeah, it ends like here. Let's just do that. And we're just kind of fixing this so that all right, this ring here is fine. Picks back up here. We're going to do that. And do that. And do that. And do something like that. Down here too. Fix this up. This is a little funky. Let's fix that up too. Ooh, down here, can't forget that. Check. Oh, and this one's actually perfect. It already escaped. We love that. Ooh, you want to be careful. You want to make sure that it snaps to the spline here. Why is it? Why are you not snapping? Snap. Thank you. You want to make sure it snaps and you see that little blue X. Because if you don't see that blue X, then that means that it's not actually touching. And you might not have crossed what you need to cross. Ah, it's choking. My computer's choking. Oh no. You know, let's save before it gets too bad. So one thing you want to do is just kind of mouse over all these areas and make sure it only. I'm getting some visual glitches on my screen. And make sure it only fills in the black area and it doesn't stretch out along the side. Like this, we see it highlights, boom, all of this black area. But ooh, we see up here, it's bleeding in, which means that something's not closed. So if we go in here, looks like something didn't get closed properly. That's stuck to it. Okay. Is it up here? No, it's down here. Oh, you can see there's a white thing there. That means that it actually didn't snap onto anything. So if we snap it to there, boom. So I just moved it over here. We can use a coincident command to say, hey, stick to that, please. Boom. And then now, if we hit escape, if we hover over that, it doesn't highlight that edge. But here's the problem. We want that edge to be this gray color, but it's not, right? It's nothing. It's not getting highlighted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our trim tool and we're just going to cut little holes in it. So if we cut that one hole, now it can escape into there. Remember, it's like filling a sorry. If you cut one little hole into this line here, it's like filling a room with gas. The gas will escape out that hole and it will get in everywhere. So we can just keep going through and doing this and doing that. Just kind of puncturing holes in these lines every little bit. You want to be careful of these little pockets as well so that it can escape. So that when we click on this to turn it into part of the coin, it includes the little bit on the edge as well. Now you see sometimes it escapes out the edge and back in. You got to make sure to free that one up too. Boom. It'll give you a warning. You don't really need to care about those. At least not in this case. It just means, hey, we're changing something. And it's like, yes, yes, we are. I know. I'm the one doing it. There we go. Cut that open. Oh, hold up. This might be the rocket launch announcement. Sorry about that. There was a rocket launch planned for today, but sometimes due to weather they have to cancel them, but it's not. So 5:30 today, I'm gonna go to a rocket launch. So I might be a little late for stream, later stream. So there we go. We're just going through, cutting holes and all of this. Boom. Now, there's one last thing that we need to do. Now, we got lucky with this in that all of the black and all of the colors are separated with black. So all of our colors are separated, except this guy. Most, if not all, of the Pokemon coins have a separate edge around, a separate color for the border. So the border around Darkrai's face here and the border around the actual edge are different colors. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a 3-point circle. And we're going to pick 3 points on this line. And we're going to click here, maybe, and in the middle of here, maybe, and in the middle of here. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a perfect, nice little line blocking off those parts of the coin. However, we're going to have to do the same thing like we did last time, and we're going to have to trim this. We want this here, but we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Or this, or this, or this. We only want the stuff blocking out this color from that color. So we're going to go through, and we're going to delete all of these. We don't want this. We do want that. Now, one thing that I like, because we've got all this nice curve here, I'm going to keep this curve because it's a perfect circle. And I'm just going to erase the curve that we included. We want to keep that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. But again, I really like this as a nice perfect circle. So I'm going to keep it. Not a huge difference. Some of the Pokemon coins, like the edge kind of bleeds in a little bit. So you maybe don't want to cut it off. But use your best judgment. After all, it is your art. But the other thing you want to be careful of is, because I did this, this is now opened up. So I want to just close this down again. Well, turns out I didn't close that down. It's opened up somewhere. Oh, it's opened up right there. No, that's not right. There we go. And we can just kind of mouse through and check that everything, every color that we want isn't bleeding out into other colors. Okay, so now we finally finished this goddamn sketch. That's done. Now we got to start separating out the colors. Now we got to start separating out the colors. So here's the deal. I'm going to show you something, a little hidden secret of Fusion 360 called change parameters. Now, Fusion 360 uses what is known as parametric modeling. And so what that means is if you want to go in and change how deep the extrusion is back here on the Pokemon coin, you can. Saving, it's choking. Like if I measure, oh my, like if I measure the height of this, it's 0.4 millimeters. That's exactly the height that, you know, I dictated here. But if I just go edit feature, oh wait, that's the wrong one. If I go edit feature, which is the depth of those, and I say, you know what, minus 5 millimeters, and I hit OK, it will change the depth to 5 millimeters, undo, without messing with anything else that is not related to it. Now, Usually, you don't want it to mess with anything else. You want it to just change that part. However, if you want to make it related to other things, and if you want to make it change to other things, you can do that. And I'm going to go into exactly what I'm going to talk, and exactly how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go into exactly how I'm going to do that with change parameters. So we're going to turn that dark-right PNG, and we're going to turn the sketch off for a second. Now, we're going to hit E for extrude. And what we're going to do is, we're going to do how deep we want the actual colored part to be. Now you want to strike strike a balance between deep enough that the color is thick and the black doesn't shine through. But if you go too deep, well, one, you'll run all the way through the coin. Two, it'll look a little strange. It won't look so much as a coin as like a carving. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. And three, you're going to have a lot of filament swaps if you try to print it multicolor. So you might want to cut down on that. Now, I did 3 layers of 0.28 thickness, which goes out to minus 0.84. So I'm going to cut into it minus 0.84. Now, bear with me. We're going to do that. Now, here's where the magic happens. We're going to go into modify change parameters. We're going to find that minus 0.84 is the most recent thing we did, that extrude 3 that we did. Here it is, minus 0.84. It's called D6. Now we're going to change the name to something we can remember. Maybe design depth. I'm going to copy that, design depth. And I'm going to hit this little blue star here to bring it up here so it's in our favorites so we can access it really quickly. We're going to hit OK. We're not going to do anything to it right now. We're going to go back to the top. Hit sketch 3. So here it is. Bring back our dark right PNG so we know what color is what. We're going to pick a color. Let's say we'll pick white first. If we turn the sketch off, we can kind of see this better. We're going to pick white first. So what's white? His head and his pupil. So we're going to hit E for extrude. We're going to click on the head. And we're going to click on the pupil. And now we're going to do a couple funky things here. Number 1, pay attention. We're going to Control V, design depth, which it brings up, oh, design depth, that's minus 0.84 millimeters. And then instead of operation join, we're going to do not new body, new component. We're going to hit new component. And we're going to hit OK. And that will pop these up as a new component down here. And we'll call this white. Okay? Now, why did I do that? Now, here's the thing. You'll see why when I export it into Bamboo Studio later. But if we get this out of there, now I have every single white piece gathered into one component. Okay? And the sharp of you will probably notice why that's cool, but let's continue on with the rest of it, and then I'll show you exactly why it is so dang cool. So we'll do the exact same thing. Bring this sketch back up, press E, click on all the red things. Design depth. New component, and we'll name it red. Another E. We'll do his body. This part, this part, this part, this part, this part, this part, this part. And don't forget, oh wait, we're going to forget that actually. We're not going to forget this part, right? And if you want to bring up the picture again just to make sure, like this is the same color as that. These are the two same colors. So, okay. We're going to do the exact same thing. Design depth, new component. Now, if you forget to click new component, that's cool. Thank you. If you forget to click new components, you can't go back in and edit it and click new and make it a new component. Like let's just say, oh, I do this and I hit new body, right? I hit new body. Oh, shoot. Well, let me just change that to new component. Oh, no. That is not what I want to do. Escape, escape, escape. If I hit, oh, let me just turn it to a new component. I can't do that. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm just going to Control Z until I undo that. So make sure you hit new component, which it's not a huge deal if you hit new body. It's just going to make our life a lot easier if you have new component each time. And again, for the distance, we're going to design depth. And we're going to name, this is the gray body. Don't forget to name them. This is the gray, dark gray border. We'll go again. We'll do this one. This little guy out here as well. And this thing. Again, design depth. New component. Okay. And then we'll call it gray outer border. Now, and we're done, right? Well, let's take a check. Let's turn off this and that. Is something missing? Yeah, his eye's missing. It's always good to double check after you're all done. Oh, I missed something. Turn those back on. E, click his eye, design depth, new component, okay. Rename this to, I don't know, teal eye. Whatever. Turquoise eye, teal eye, whatever. We'll save it up. And now, if we turn off the sketch and we turn off the thing, boom. Now we have a dark rye coin, and it looks pretty good. Now we're double checking it again. I'm getting some visual bugs on my screen. Oh my God, yes I am. But if we turn it off and we kind of look around at it, what the heck? There's a little thing here, and there's these little dooba-jobbies here. What's the deal with that? Well, if we turn the sketch back on, turns out we missed something when we were fixing it. But that's okay. We can just edit that sketch, and we can go back in, and we can use our trim tool. We can cut that open. We can cut that open. We can cut this open, and that open. We should be good. And then if we hit Finish Sketch, this is the parametric thing. We went back and edited that sketch, and would you look at that? It automatically filled in those things for us. We don't have to redefine anything. We just deleted the crap that we didn't need, and then the computer said, huh, okay, well, they probably want this. And it's always good to double check to make sure the computer knows what you want. Sometimes it's really good and perfect at guessing what you want, and sometimes it sucks. So it's always good to double check. So take a look around. Looks good to me. So we're going to save this up. Now, we got to export it. There's two ways to export it. As an STL, which is save as mesh, which a lot of people are used to using STLs. I'm just going to call it dark rye STL. I personally would recommend using it as a step. At least in Bamboo Studio, I'll show you why. But if you want to export it as a step, you can do export. Don't export it as an F3D file. An F3D file is a Fusion 360 file. So if someone else opens it, hold on, the sun is shining perfectly through my curtains. Ah! So if you export it as an F3D file, other people can open it up and work on it in Fusion 360, so it's handy in that way. But I'll export it as a step file. That's the thing we want. So we'll hit export. I didn't name it as name is back v5. Dark rye step. Call it that. So then we'll pull up. Oh, hold on. I have something. Oh my God, there's a little bit of failure there. Hold on, let me grab that. Let me grab this real quick. Printed a little Dragon Quest slime. Freaking nightmare fuel as it is right now. Just a side note. I'm making a stackable slime. So here's one, here's another. They stack. Woo! That's fun. That spins really well. Did I just inadvertently create the solution to my bearing problems? What the heck? I'm trying to make a spinning thing for another design. Anyway, enough farting around with that. Okay, so we're going to go in here, save this current one up, and we're going to create a new project. And we'll call it not stackable slime. Adapt from existing, to upload, Darkrai coin. We'll call it Darkrai 3MF. And here's what we're going to do. I'll show you why I recommend I use step files over STLs. Now it's going to ask me. Okay. Load that in right here. So that's the step here in the center. So this is the step on the left, and this is the STL on the right. See, the STL on the right, what it does is it lists, you can see the separate bodies, and you can see like the seam between them, but it just lists it as one STL. And if you go, you can split it into parts. Boom, split the parts. But it just lists Darkrai STL 14, 15, 16, blah, 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 blah. It just lists them all separately. However, with the step file, you can see all of the bodies here on the left have different names. It tells you what color they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out just with black. Which one is just perfect black? Okay. On a black background. So it tells you this one's the white one, this one's the solid one, this one's the red one, this one's the red one, blah, blah, blah. It tells you which part is which is really cool. And that's super handy. And that's why I recommend you use a step file and not an STL file. So what we're going to do, how do we know what color is what? We're going to bring up the screenshot. And I downloaded Power Toys before. You can get all of the, if you are interested in checking out any of the programs that I'm using, type exclamation point, programs in the chat. They all have free, they're all free or have free versions. So what you can do is, with Power Toys, you can do Windows Shift C, and it brings up a clicker. What the heck? All right, I don't want to. Let's bring up the actual Darkrai PNG. There we go. Okay, so I like to bring like the pictures from the lightest part. I think that's the handiest thing to do. But the white part here is our first up in line, so we'll add a new color. We'll click here. The RGB, according to this, is 243, 245, 244. It's pretty white, right? Pretty white. A little bit gray, but pretty white. And then the next one is the red one. So we'll bring this up, pick another one, and we'll grab some red. I wish it just had the hex. I wish you could just enter in the hex. That would be so much faster and more convenient. But 193, 24, 67. Okay. What's the next one? The gray body. All right. So we'll pick that. We'll grab a bit from the light part here. We'll click on this. Again, 116, 114, and 115. Okay. Hit OK. And then what we're gonna do is, what's the next one? The gray Darkrai border. So the gray border outside of Darkrai. Boom. And we're going to change that to 137, 138, 137. Almost perfectly in the middle. And then the gray outer border. Oh, shoot. That's wrong. The gray outer border. Hex 44444444. 44444. 68, 68, 68. And then the final one is the teal. Boom. RGB. 20. That's 30. By the way, if you hit backspace, it's an automatic. It automatically dismisses the power toys here. Like if I mess up, oh, I didn't want 152. Hit backspace, boom, it goes away. So be careful about that. You can just bring it right back up, but whatever. And I'll hit OK. So now what we can go through is, all right, white. White is maps to number 2, so we're gonna hit 2, 2. Huh? Hello? Oh shoot, that's the STL. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Okay, 2, 2. I'm gonna go through red. 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Oh wait, no, 6, 6, 6, 7. Boom, and there it is. It's all colored in. And look at that. That's perfect. Awesome. Except, what's the deal with this? Take a look. What's the deal with that? Oh, we missed one. Always good to double check. Boom, 4. There we go. So here's the Darkrai coin, right? Here's the picture of the actual coin from the app, of a screenshot directly from the app. Let me, frick. There we go. Here's a screenshot from the actual app. And here's what I've got. Here's what we made. Here's the screenshot. Here's what we made. Here's the screenshot. Now you can see like it's a little angled here. If you zoom in, that's just a visual thing. If you zoom in, it's better. It's fine. But yeah, boom. Here it is. So there's a few things that I like to do. You can print it as is like this. I have made a Pokecoin standard preset for this. It's not super fancy. It's just detect thin wall is on, I think. Layer height's 0.28. If we slice it up, I can show you what I was talking about earlier, where the color is 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Now, another thing I like to do is Pokemon coins come in 3 different sizes. So now that we've got it all painted up, we can scale them to those 3 different sizes. So we'll hit scale here. Where's my phone? I wrote it down. I think it's 34.2 and 51.2 are the diameters. Yeah, so large coins are 34.2. We don't want uniform scale on. We want to keep them at 2 millimeters. They are a little bit thicker, the large and jumbo coins, but I don't really care about that. All right, 51.2 and 51.2. There we go. Now that that's that, we can rearrange these. Boom. And we can hit slice plate. Now, before I talk about printing these as is, I want to do something. I want to show you how I make my fancy. Actually, you know, no, I don't. No, don't open up. I want to show you all how I can do the fancy versions. So we'll X out of this. We're gonna no, we'll screw it. Screw it. We'll rename it later. Okay. Wait. Did I mess up? I did mess up. Don't save. That's the step. There we go. I want to copy this one. Copy. Paste. So we're going to call this the fancy Darkrai 3MF. We're going to open up the fancy Darkrai 3MF, and I'm going to show you the fancy version. So there's two versions that I've done, and even like every single one of these, if you just go in the description below and you download one of the coins, each of them contains both 3MFs that have these presets on them. So if you want to dig through the presets, you can. But basically what the fancy one is, it's for a 0.2 nozzle printer. So I'm just laying these guys on their face. So they're face down. And they're made for an effect plate. They're made for an effect plate so that you can get them nice and smooth on the bottom and so they sparkle. Like some of them do in real life. So yeah, basically what you do is you just go select carbon 0.2 nozzle, and you go down here and you go to the fancy Pokecoin. Now the thing about the fancy Pokecoin is the quality is obviously much higher. The layer height is lower, so you're going to have a lot of switching between filaments. The initial layer height is shorter. As for speed, I slowed the initial layer way down, 10 millimeters per second, because you really want to get a nice solid attachment to that first layer. And the outer wall of all of the other layers as well is really low, because what I noticed was it was printing the first layer fine, but then when it would print the outer wall of another one, I don't know if it would catch something or what. I think it especially happened on things with like thin peninsulas. It would catch and rip off entire pieces of the print. So that's really slow. Support as well. It's paint on support. I probably don't need to choose paint on support. What if I just didn't? Normal, auto, slice. It's probably fine. But the thing with the support is, conflicts of, what are you talking about? But yeah, the thing with auto support is it does all these little like tiny things that I really don't like. So that's why I did manual support. So what you have to do is you have to go in and you have to paint it like this, which is not too bad. It's just for the big things like this where it has a hard time bridging the whole thing. You could try it with just large bridges, like choosing the large bridge option. That'll probably do ya. It's a matter of personal preference. You're probably not going to be able to get a super smooth layer when it's overhanging like this, but you know. So the thing with the fancy coins support is where is it? The top Z distance, I bumped up to 0.15 because I really didn't want it attached at all to the top. And the other thing is top interface layers, 7 layers. So what it used to do, here, let me see if I can't find one of the prototypes. I don't know if you can see this on camera. Here, let me adjust the camera here. There we go. You can see how there's like crap attached to the black parts right there, right? Now that was the supports. So what the supports were doing was where they were making they were making they were building up, and then they were printing a single 0.1 thick layer of filament on top. And that was what was interfacing with the actual print material itself, the stuff that I didn't want to peel off. So it was sticking to it. And it was a pain to scrape off. And then once I did scrape it off, it was all like scarred and crud. So that was bad. This had support material on it, but you can see it's perfectly fine. So what you want to do is when you paint the supports on, paint big things like this, and also, I forgot here, you want to paint the outside as well. Just make sure anything that's outside and is kind of an overhang also gets painted. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. And this is the frustrating part. You can forget one little thing. Boop. Yeah, I forgot that one thing. Just that. But that's a mistake. And we fixed it. But now we'll have to do everything again. Export. We'll just find that step. Boom. Save right over it. Yes, I do. Yes, I want to replace it. And then we can save as mesh. Okay. Do this. Darkrai SDL. Boom. 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 But nope, I don't even want to save it. What that means is get out, get out, get out. Redo. Step. Yep, step. We're going to delete the fancy Darkrai 3MF. Boom. Yes. All right. And again, we go through, but we already have everything built up. So we go 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7. And then again, comment, scale, 34.2, 34.2. No. 51.2. That's correct, right? 34.2 and 51.2. There we go. And there, there we are. And we can do the fancy one later. This one is a little squished. There we go. Okay. And then, nah, let's just do it now. Copy. Paste. Fancy. But it's not too bad because to make the fancy one, all we need to do is just flip, 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 switch this to 0.2, switch the global thing to fancy Pokecoin, move that, and then paint all these guys. Paint, paint the outside, paint this part. Bigger pen size, please. Smaller pen size, please. Not that small. Get the outside here. Paint this guy. Paint, 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 paint. Do that. Do that. There we go. But, okay, so now that we've done with all those shenanigans, we're almost there. We're almost there. But there is a little bit of something that we need to do. We have a bit of a problem here. All right? Depending on what equipment you have, this problem will be different for you. But I have an AMS. Famously, an AMS for Bamboo Lab X1 carbons only has 4 slots for filament. And here we've got 7 colors. Now, I am 100% not manually doing the swaps myself. I mean, if you're crazy, you could. You know, one thing that you could do is you could put in pause, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know if the software can support that. Put in pauses everywhere and swap the filament. I'm not even sure. But we're going to have to make some compromises. Now, one thing you could do is, you know, you could just go, okay, slice plate. Okay. You slice it, boom, print, come up. Just do black and white. Just allocate everything to white. White, white, white. Don't care. And then paint it yourself. That's perfectly fine, right? If you've only got one like if you don't have the capability to print in multiple colors, that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you can go to the first color thing, add a pause. Add a pause in there. So it'll pause before it prints that. So it'll print all the black. It'll pause. And then what you can do is you can swap in white, and it'll print all the top in whites, and then you can paint it yourself. Easy, right? Now, I have an AMS. Normally, with AMS, you can only print with 4. However, I can squeeze 5 out of this. So here's what I plan to do. I'm just going to print his entire body in gray. So this is going to become gray. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to become gray, gray, gray. They're all going to be the same color of gray. Because you know what? I'm printing it. I can change it however much I want. Let me show you something else. Mewtwo has this, hold on. Mewtwo has a pinky purpley body. I printed it in gray, which is definitely not the right color, but I printed it in gray because I thought it would come out well, and I think it did. But so if I merge all of these into one, gray, 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 number 4, 5, and 6, they're all gray. That now gives me 5 colors still. So how can I print with 5 colors? Now let me show you a secret. Remember how I showed you how you can add a pause? So we're going to add a pause. Now we're going to check in here. Huh. How am I going to do this? We're going to add a pause here. Actually, I'm running into a problem. So here's my problem. The thing is, when it pauses, even though it's finished, even though it's finished um, drawing the black, it will not have unloaded the black. So here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to hit a pause, right? And we got to figure out what's the first thing it's going to draw here. The first thing it's going to draw is the white. Okay? So while it's busy drawing the white, so here's going to be the playbook. We've put a pause right before this first layer of color. So the printer is going to print black, and then it's going to pause. Black will still be loaded into the AMS, so we can't remove it. However, we're going to go to the printer. We're going to hit resume, okay? And it's going to unload black. Then we will take black out, and we will switch it with another color. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load right now in my printer. I'm going to load blue, gray, red, and white. I'll be right back. Okay. I thought it was going to be really cool, and then I was going to have everything load automatically, but not so. I'm using some of my Overture stuff, my remaining Overture stuff. Overture. This is matte PLA, I think. It's cream, I don't know. So here's gray. So what I'm going to do is, here's the trick. This is gray because it pauses before it prints that. All right, so here's the trick. We're going to hit print plate, okay? Now, all of these gray ones are going to be gray. But we're going to also assign black. Wait, no. Hold on, I messed up. I'll be right back. I don't need blue yet. I need black. You are correct. I'm used to printing the fancy ones where the color goes down first. So that's why I just said, wait a minute. And this, lo and behold, wait for it. Yay! Okay. Picks it up. So this will hit print plate. Here's how it works. There's 7 colors here, but there's only 4 slots in my AMS. I have loaded gray, black, white, and blue. So here's what we're going to do. All the gray ones are just going to go to gray. Kind of sucks that we have to do it like that. Oh well. But the red one, we're going to assign to black. And we put a pause in here so that when it pauses, black will still be loaded. But after we go to turn it back on, it'll unload black, we'll take black out, and put red in its place. So it will lay what it thinks is black down where red should go, but in actuality, it's actually laying red down. So we'll send that. Boom. And that should take, according to this, an hour. Okay, that's actually perfect. It's an hour till stream ends. So, what we're going to do, we're going to save that up. I'm going to do a quick BRB. And stream. Should I end stream? You know what? No, I won't. I'm not going to end stream. I'll do a quick BRB, change my category. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. All right, we're back with some DBD. Actually, I need to lower my desk down a little bit. Boom! Now you guys can see. So yes, while that prints, well, that's going. Hopefully, I don't have any catastrophic print failures. It's on a clean, fresh bed. I'm gonna play some Dead by Daylight. Okay, so there's a new tome that opened up recently. Hopefully, that wasn't too incoherent, and I can edit it down properly. Hit a survivor with your weapon 5 times. Okay, there's a level in the tomes, so it should be easy. Billy's got the cakes. Ooh, what do I want to do? Who do I want to play as? Huntress sounds fun. But does Huntress have any cakes? She does. Okay. No more Chaos Shuffle. Okay, what do I want? That's the offering slot. I can't. There's no offering. Pain res. Deadlock. All Shaking Thunder. Why not? Sure, why not? Oh, hitting a survivor with your weapon. I'm not sure how the game defines that. I thought it was because hitting a survivor with your weapon is a bit different than hitting them with a basic attack, I think. Because like Blight and Legion hit you with their main weapon, but it's a thing. Very impressive. I figured out all that to get that to work. I mean, yeah, it's constructive, right? Like, you figure out little things and then you work your way up from there. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, though. Use 5 different software all together to get that. You'd think it would be a little bit, you know, at least GIMP would be able to do the SVG files or something, but whatever. While we're waiting, we can check on the stream. So first, the Bamboo Lab has a whole bunch of fancy processes where it like what is it doing right now? Printing progress, playing. It's like calibrating the build plate, making sure it's flat, basically. It's printing the Prime Tower now. So what the Prime Tower does is it like, I guess, like it makes sure that the pressure is proper. When it's like when it switches colors, the new one isn't like properly loaded in, so it kind of squirts out a bit in the Prime Tower, I guess. I'm not entirely sure the fluid mechanics of that, but may as well level up while I'm waiting. So I've got all characters to Prestige 4. I want to get them all to Prestige 9. which might never happen. Who knows? If I wanted to be a little bit silly, I could. Oh, is that a flashlight? Yeah, it's a flashlight. I got 2 flashlights. I could put on Lightborn and ruin their day, but whatever. Because Lightborn makes you immune to getting blind by a flashlight. Okay. We're going to RPD. 2 offerings to spawn probably together and farthest from the killer. So what I'm hearing I should do is run to the farthest place I can. So they spawned farthest from me. They're probably on this gen. Okay, that was very... Well, I got Iron Maiden too, so... Hello. No, okay, doesn't hit. Gotcha. Okay, wow. That's deceptively tall. Alright, I'm out. As long as she hugs it tight. I'm surprised we didn't get stunned there. Yeah, drop that, drop that. Yeah. Not off to a good start here. Oh, she's got the good... Yeah, let me just drop chase. Yeah. I'm not doing hot at all. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ain't no one coming from flashlight save here. Sorry, Soma. Huh. First floor, this side's kind of useless, I guess. Oh, 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 oh. What? Really? They didn't come save? Nope. Are they gonna help the poor boy? That 100% should have been down. Interesting. Are they gonna save that guy? Like, I feel bad. I kind of want to go over there and give him the anti-cam. Okay, good, they got him. You know? They're just gonna ditch their buddy? Weren't expecting that, were ya? Should have, in all honesty. Yeah, but nice try, but unfortunately it's like, can't do much in that situation. Soma, my man. What? Okay. Bro, where you going, dude? You gotta run away. Oh yeah, he was on death hook. Poor guy. No one go in and saved him. Oh, thought that was a bit longer than it actually was. Almost. Oh! Oh my god. Last shot, too. Alright. I've Scourged Hook use pain resonance with Soma and who? Huh. Someone's been hiding in lockers a lot. A bit later than I would have liked. There goes my all-shaking thunder. Nope. Not even close. A little up. Yeah, that's the play. Oh, should have dropped it. Oh, she got stuck on a chair too. That's not when you drop it, girl. I gone sooner. Oh, who is that? Oh. Not someone I can catch easily. I wonder. Probably not getting a 4K. Yeah. At least those two we know weren't worked on when that last one popped. Because Deadlock blocks the most progressed gen. And that one had almost no progression on it. Hey, Double Cobra Gamer, welcome in. How are you doing? What were you playing? I'm playing some Dead by Daylight, as you can see, but I also did the interesting thing of I taught everyone how to make a 3D printed Pokemon coin. Hi, Nia. This game's going iffy. Ooh. Pokemon Legends Arceus, that's the best one. Oh, she missed that dead hard. Hello. This is not a skirt chuck. But yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus is my favorite Pokemon game. I think it's where they finally figured out, maybe we should start like innovating. You know? Oh, shoot. That's 2 people dead. But yeah, unfortunately, Legends Arceus made me realize how boring it is to catch Pokemon in normal Pokemon games. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean, like, we can actually run around and catch Pokemon, and we can do it quickly, and it doesn't involve running around in the grass and hoping you find the one that you want? Does she have hope or something? No way! She took a while to realize that. I missed! I wonder if she knows. I missed again! Got her! That's not gonna be enough, though. I wonder if she's got hope. Alright, bye, guys. Tie game. Okay. But yeah, so... Is it yelling at me? Oh, okay. Hold on. So, before I was playing the game, I was teaching everybody how to create their own Pokemon coin. So I paused the printing by the user. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to resume printing here. And when I resume printing, it's going to unload the black because it's done printing the black. And then I'm going to swap that out with red. So watch this. Resume printing. Okay, be right back. So, friendly reminder of what we did. We're printing these Darkrai coins. And everywhere it's red, I told the printer, don't worry about it. Just print it in black. But once it was done printing with black, I pulled the switcheroo and I took the black out and I put the red in. So now it's going to print what it thinks is black where red should be when it's actually printing in red. So that's the plan. Earn 30k blood points. That should be easy. Who should I play as? And by the way, so yeah, I'm doing a little bit of Pokemon too. And according to the device, it should take 40 more minutes. And so yeah, that should be line up with the end of stream perfectly. So here, it's live streaming right now. You can see it. It's printing. I was printing out the white right now. Let me ready. Let me choose a character. Wait, choose a character and then get back. Who should I play as? Should I play as Singularity? No more cakes on Singularity. Two extra biopods, always good. Let's do Rapid Brutality. We're gonna do what else are we gonna do? Deadlock, that's always good. It's a good Singularity perks. Lethal Pursuer and Nowhere to Hide. So yeah, boom. Oh, you missed it. There, it printed the white. That's what it's doing right now. It printed the white on top of these coins. So we're trying to make something like this coin, or maybe like this coin. So it printed the white. Now it's squishing out all the white. That's kind of a waste. Dang. It's pooping out all the white. You see, it's gonna press it until there it turned gray, because it's printing in gray now. So now it's flushing out into gray. And now it's like putting it on the prime tower here. It's kind of getting it ready. And then now it's printing out, you can see, it's hard to see from the angle, obviously. But now it's printing out in gray. So it's printing out his entire body and everything in gray. But it printed all the gray. Yeah, it's printing out all the different colors of gray on his body. And then it's going to swap the gray out for, like, red or blue. Of course, it's the brightness is turned up, the gamma is turned up for my entire screen, so you can see what the heck's going on with Dead by Daylight. But so now it's pooping out all the gray, and it might like do red or blue. I wonder what's inside. It says white is loaded, oddly enough. But, game time. Ooh, nice cake. Okie doo. See, another thing you can do with those coins is like print out in shiny colors or something. That's always fun. Come on. Hello. Nowhere to run. It's a good start. Come on. Really? I gotta be able to shoot up there. Is this entire? Hello? That's a dang shame. Said come here, so I did. Like, why can't I put a biopod up there? I don't imagine I'll see anyone, but that was lucky. Hello. A little too late, unfortunately, there. Young Nia. Is this Feng Min? It's fine. Oh, I thought that was the window side. That sucks. He's gonna get me.
Inferior life form.
I did not expect to get that at all. That sucks. For her. It's great for me. Don't get me wrong. I love that. I got nowhere to hide, so. And no one's got distortion. Mr. Cage!
Vision.
Thought maybe he had dead hard, but I think he's just oblivious.
Material secured.
No way. Gave me the slip. Oh. Going inside's a right play here. Gonna avoid my slipstream, but unfortunately, not much for it. You tried. Unfortunately, I am not so foolish. What's the plan here? Yeah, it's like there's nothing here. Almost. You have that window. It's, oh, sweet, a window. Oh, frick. Like, I'll take that. She might actually... That's crazy. Where are all the hooks? Where are all the hooks, man?
You suffered.
Really?
For that.
I didn't think I'd get caught on that pallet, but I did. Dang it. Oops. Ran into the hook. That was a lucrative body block for Rebecca there.
Your genes.
That's pretty good. Where are my gens? Over there? Up there. Wow. Yeah, she wants to prefer the tunnel, and I'll let her. Not quite. Fortunately, I did read that.
Genes secured.
Did I hear a little pitter patter of someone coming in for the save? Fong, after all she did to protect you? I know you wanted to return the favor, but... What the frick? Hey. Yeah, there's no pallet there. Unfortunately, Mr. Cage.
Genetic material ready for transport.
He's dead. He's dead. That's far. That's a bad placement. There's a big old rock in the way. Hello? No.
Such a
Yep.
sad, lower form of existence.
You're a little too late. She was a little too off position. Very sad.
Up. There you go.
Rebecca? Okay, but like, now what? Can't even vault the window again. Yeah, where's the nearest hook? What a holy dead zone. Jesus Christ. Oh. Now what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're dead.
Squirm the little worm.
Okay. One last chase. Oh, unbreakable. Nice. I mean, unfortunately, it's like over for you. Anywhere by now, but she went that way. Dead hard? No.
It will be fast, possibly painless.
Oh.
Die
Yeah, unfortunately, her action, her smartest point of action would be to just hide for the hatch. I mean, if she knew that her buddy had decisive strike, hit that dead hard, then hit decisive strike, that would have been great. But I didn't fall for the dead hard either time. That was a good match. Jesus, 2 syringes. Oh my god. Whew. Oh, for some reason I thought this was the Pokeball. And so I was like, oh no! Look at it, it's all shriveled. No, it's fine. Green. What's my dailies, by the way? Death Slinger. That's what I should be doing. My dailies. Where'd Death Slinger go? There he is. Spear, reel, and hit 5. Okay, what do I want for Death Slinger? No way out. What's a good Death Slinger perk? Aura. Yeah, okay. No Ed. No Ed, no way out. Should I do a endgame build because I like giving myself a hard time? Sure. Ugh, my hands are kind of cold. La Reine. Sumojimaru. She's playing a lute. Let's get her. I wonder how accurate the 3D print prediction is going to be. Usually it's pretty good. So I got absolutely no gen defense. For little survivors. Found no one, that sucks. Did you have balanced? I didn't hear her go, woo! It's not Yui, but... Whoa, not a good time to lag there. It's one. Cheeky, 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 cheeky. Just for the, Well, I didn't reel. Does that count? No! She called me out. I wonder if they're buddies. Carl, you suck. Do better. What am I even doing? Saw that coming my way. Holding that toolbox? No, sir. Oh. I wonder if they're buddies. Yeah, don't hurt again. I wanna I forget you can't whip it with like you can with Huntress. You can't move as fast as your sights. What the frick? That's what, 4? 3? I don't really want to leave this area too much. Yeah. Not sure where the other two are. You know? I'm just surprised if they popped that in my face. Really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. They know now. No way! They touched it right before I hooked her. Scratch marks, scratch marks. Where are they going? Shoot! I don't know if they're going to the door or for it, from it. Yep. Figures. Whatever. How do their scratch marks just stop? They run there and then walk? Both of them? Or are they still in the basement? Shoot. Nah, I have no idea. Whatever. Certainly not the world's best death slinger. No! Where'd you go? I should have just waited and then shot her. I get the free shot for my daily ritual, but whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Better just leave, girl. Oh well. GG's. But I got my 5 hits, so I'm good. Oh, forgot to say GG's. Star Chain with 2 different survivors. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do the carry survivors over 30 meters. We're gonna be Trapper. I really got no... What's good for basement trapper? Mad grit? I guess. And screw it. Awakened awareness. Oh, print success. So this is gonna be the last match, and then we'll... That's perfect. Right at 11. Ugh. Sitting on my hands, warming them up. Hope we get a good basement. I'm out for blood, guys. I'm sorry. No way, it's Bad Ham. If it's Bad Ham, I wanted it to be in main building, but it's fine. This is a very silly strategy. No, not working on this gen. Okay. Oh, there's a freaking window here. Didn't even register. Really? Because I gotta get as far away as possible. Alright, let's try this again. Sprint burst? Okay. This is such a stupid strategy. And he's just gonna leave, which is like smart. And the door's gonna open right now. No. Oh, hope he finds Hatch. She just might, honestly. Oh no! It was right here. Oh, you don't have dead hard. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what a nasty way to win. GG's, I guess. Kind of wanted to hook him in the basement, just... There's an archive that's like, hook all 4 survivors in basement or something crazy like that. Ugh, I feel icky. But take a look. Oh, looks promising. Be right back. All right, I'm back. And look what we got. All right. Not gonna lie, I wish I did have some darker gray for Darkrai, you know. See me as his name and all. But there we go. There it is. We did it. So that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I'll be sure to edit a version for YouTube so everybody can check it out next time. But I'll see you all later. Bye.